it's Janelle, and I'm with Blake. And Blake and I've known each other for a really long time.
2013.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's been a crazy, crazy journey.
Yes, it has.
But the reason why I asked Blake to come on today was because we've been through so many processes together over your journey.
Yep.
But most recently, you started your own business.
Yes.
You know, and my perspective of understanding business, right? And also too, but coming from the guy's perspective.
Right.
You know, because I think a lot of people assume I just work with women.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, well, not you. You
no, right.
But starting from not from obviously ground zero, but what has your journey been like? You know, like what made you decide to run your own business?
Man, the journey's been. It seems like it's been a lot fast. I mean, it's been fast, right? Yeah. The growth has been, it comes quick, you know, once you have those aha moments, and that clarity. So for me, it's starting a business was more than just a business. It was really a personal growth, personal development. You know, there's even that spiritual component with it also that's very, you know, very important in the process. So really just starting my own company and kind of setting myself in that role, owning that 100%, which is something I struggled with at first,
right.
Which was hard to fully take in. You know, really it's just been a massive growth. I mean, ever since then, you know, and there's been some struggles in that process, but you know, now I'm starting to see the fruits of the work, and it's been good.
Right. Well, but I think also too, for me, a lot of people think that I just focus on the spiritual side.
Right.
You know, and they don't understand how money oriented or how much I understand the money side of things, and also operating a business.
Absolutely.
You know, so with you working with me, how has that changed since we shifted from just doing mostly spiritual connection to now business?
It's been huge. First off, you know, the business is growing financially, which is good. That's very, very important. But on a personal level, you know, shifting through those mental blocks of understanding numbers on a bigger perspective, being able to accept dealing with bigger numbers, and just getting over just mental hurdles over the concept of money, which let's be real, it's a taboo subject from a lot of different perspectives.
Right.
So that's been good, and you know, we set goals, we set targets.
And then push yours.
Yeah, absolutely. Because naturally, whenever you set goals for yourself, I think a lot of times we shortchange ourselves, you know, and we set goals that are below what we could actually achieve. And so this process has helped me be able to set bigger goals, have a bigger vision, and understand that you can actually accomplish that faster than what you actually think. You know, it's going to take you 10 years, you can do it in 1 year.
Right, exactly. And, you know, that's why I felt like, you know, also coming from the guy perspective, you know, versus like the female perspective, like when you're working with me, it's not necessarily, right, just my female, I come across as very different than just the female version of whatever.
Right. Yep.
I feel like I shift between both roles. You know, both masculine, very driven, and then very female, which is receiving.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I mean that's where, you know, the goal setting mindset, the logic behind that process, and then also with the spiritual component of dealing with your own personal hurdles, your own
beliefs,
your own personal
sabotage.
Self-sabotage, you know, belief systems that don't serve your goals, and being able to achieve those things. And so I think for me, this process has been great because it's aligned my belief system with what I want to achieve externally.
Right.
And that's been the most powerful thing for me, you know, working on both sides of the street.
Yeah, and one of the things that we talked about today, actually we just finished the conversation before we started live, was around not driving so much.
Right.
You know, because as a guy, you know, like you're used to just driving and just going and just doing. And I was talking to him about receiving and going into that space of joy and actually enjoying your experience.
Right.
You know, and so one of the things you manifested through that was a new place for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it's a simple concept, but so I was trying to find a new place, and I'm busy, so there's challenges with that, and I'm like, well, I gotta get this, I gotta get this, I gotta I gotta live here and do this and do that, and I think a lot of times as an entrepreneur, as someone that comes from that mindset, you want to just keep pushing, and a lot of times that's the stuff that you're taught.
Yeah.
You're taught to through all of it, you just keep pushing, you keep moving,
driving the train,
keep moving forward, but there's a time to not push, lean back, yeah, and that's what I'm learning is kind of getting more in that natural rhythm of life where there's a time to push, there's a time to move forward, there's a time to accomplish, but at the same time there's a time to stop and smell the roses and recalibrate yourself.
Right. Right. And we talked about some of the decisions that you were making were out of fear and control, right? Which is so easy. We all do that, right? And especially when you're manifesting your goals, right? Your dreams, your visions. And the thing that we talked about today is that how easy it was for you to manifest your new place that you're living in.
Right.
It was like just bam.
Yeah.
But you were trying to force it.
Yeah, I was trying to force it, and I've tried to force many things that don't end up working out in my favor. And so that's what I'm learning is trying to control the outcome just with my own personal strength or willpower is actually counterproductive to what I want to accomplish. Right. And so it's like you were saying, you set the intention and you do the inner work and you get your beliefs right and your spiritual life right, and then you take action, but you take the action without having the mindset that it has to come this way.
Right.
Because there's other ways that it comes to you that's usually way better and way easier.
Right.
And
so
way more effortless than just sheer, I'm going to push through and make it happen. Yeah.
Right. Well, the other thing too is we laugh a lot.
Yep.
Yep. So it's like I'm always cutting jokes with you.
Yeah.
Like part of my thing is to help you lighten up, right? And connect to that joy.
Yes.
But
it's a process.
It's a process. Sometimes you come in tightly wound.
Yeah.
You got to do some unwinding.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, you're in happiness.
Absolutely.
And connected to yourself again.
Absolutely.
And that's 100%. Every single time. But because, like I said, we started really 2013.
Yeah.
But this year really focusing on his goals and dreams around business and owning his own business.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, thank you, Blake, for giving the guys testimony on it, because you always see me with women, you never see me with guys. So I really appreciate you giving that and allowing people to have that experience through you, but also through the business side of it too. Because I'm not just doing the spiritual work, because the spiritual work is real.
But it's a real tangible thing. It's not just, obviously, there's a spiritual component, but for me, I'm doing it to have I want my life to transform externally too, right?
Right. To have the income you want to have.
Absolutely.
To be in the position that you want to be in, to have the kind of relationship he wants, and be in the position in life that you have in your mind.
Absolutely. 100%.
Right. And so we've been checking those off.
Yeah. Checking the boxes.
Checking the boxes, right? But I push your goals. I push your numbers. I do push his numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, because you think small sometimes, and then you're like, yeah, okay, I could do that.
Like today, I broke it down into a daily dollar amount, and he was like, what?
Yeah.
That's totally doable.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So if you want to find out more about working with me, PM me. But thanks, Blake, for hanging out with me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right. Bye. It was good. I'm like, it's good.
Yeah, it was good.